Alrighty, we are live for game 2 between the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. They are still in Tampa Bay after the Lightning got whooped at home 6-2. Taking a look at the stats real quick. Shots from last game. Shots were 22-17 Lightning. 56.7 in favor of the Panthers for face-off percentage. But the biggest difference maker, both teams had 3 penalties. The Lightning went 1 for 3, and the Panthers went 3 for 3. So, stay out of the box for Tampa. That's like rule number 1. Stay out of the box. Because obviously they can't handle it. Now, you also had 48 hits for Florida and only 28 for Tampa. That's the one that actually really shocks me. I figured Tampa would be coming out just as heavy as Florida. I can understand a little bit of a misbalance. I definitely expected Florida to hit. But it's that 20 more hits in favor of Florida is very shocking to me. Florida also had 18 block shots to Tampa's 8. So, on paper, last game went exactly how it should have gone. Now, again, Florida stays off the power play. You're looking at potentially 3-2. But 18 block shots and 48 hits. That's all Florida needs to do. Keep getting guys in the lanes. Because a big thing for Tampa was, not everything, but most shots come from the top of the circles or higher. And so Florida just kind of sits back and clogs up that center, so the puck hits more bodies than anything else, and it just never makes it there. On the reverse side, so Tampa was shooting like crazy. Tampa was shooting like crazy. Because that's 40 shot attempts, and that doesn't include the misses and everything. But Florida going 17, Tampa only getting 8 block shots. So Florida's picking and choosing. Granted, you can do that on 3 power plays where you score. But they're not shooting much. They're much more focused on, well, to be honest, beating the hell out of Tampa. But also 5 takeaways to 2 in favor of Florida. Yeah, so shots for Florida last game went 6-7-4. For Tampa, 10-6-6. So everything tightened up on both ends. Like I said, I guess Florida's just missing going for corners and stuff. Because, again, not a whole lot of shots on goal and not a whole lot of blocks to equal that. Anyway. Let's see what happened last game. We started off with Bennett scoring very quickly, 3:44 into the first. And then Gensel gets the one and only power play goal for Tampa to tie it up at 12:21. And then it was Reinhart. And the next, you had 2 guys end up on hat trick watch because Schmitty scored in the second. Then 14 seconds later, Tkachuk scored. 5 minutes later, Tkachuk scored again. And both Tkachuk goals were the power play, so you know where your danger zone is. Point scored for Tampa. And then Schmitty got another power play goal in the third. But it's like on the one side, that shows you something from Tampa because Florida's said their last 3 goals were power play goals. So, like I said earlier, if Tampa can stay out of the box, maybe they have a chance, but they just got to keep themselves in check. Dude, watching Colorado and Dallas lately, I know I talked about it yesterday. Dallas they are irritating to watch. Because if you go near them, if you touch, as soon as you touch them, any pressure, if they think that you're going to touch them, they go flopping like a fish. And it is wild to see it. Oh, they're going my section. I was like, man, okay, I'm struggling to figure out this pregame show. Gonna be bringing the guys out in a second here. What's happened on these other feeds real quick? I'm guessing it's just commercials. And I was right. So we'll enjoy a little bit of the pregame as they bring everybody out. And it just went black. Huh. All right. Well, what we thinking predictions wise? I got. See, this game's hard because, like I said, I'm willing to take Tampa 3-2 if Tampa stays out of the box. I think Minnesota is going to beat Vegas in game 2. I'm really, really hoping not. But I think it's going to be another 4-2, 5-2 game. Minnesota winning. And then I think St. Louis might actually take it against Winnipeg in St. Louis. Oop, I'm on the wrong day. Forgot I went back. I mean, so far, Winnipeg's... Dude, honestly, both sides have been great. Again, my favorite period of hockey I've seen in a long time was the first period of Game 2 between the Blues and the Jets. It just hits left and right. Guys getting airborne after catching a shoulder to the sternum. That's Vasilevsky, so they got to be good to go. Let's get the anthem. I do like them bringing out the veterans and giving honors to the vets. That's dope. I forgot it's this chick. Dude, the way she gets into it, I'm down, man. Have your fun. That's cool. It's a sequin jersey. The payroll.
The nights that
I don't know if y'all would be able to hear it, but there was a faint night shout when she hit Knights. I want to hear it in Florida because I remember at the beginning of the season watching a Boston Florida game in Miami, and they hit Knights, and that thing, it was loud, like insanely loud. So I'm curious to see if they get loud again. Try and just get briefly reintroduced to the names. All right. I should be able to butcher this just perfectly like every other night. It's like I'm getting really good at sucking at doing this. Like, in fact, if I keep improving on this level, I'll be flat out terrible. Damn it. All right. Vasilevsky making his way to the net. Let's get physical. Tampa gets it into the Florida zone. Along the low wall, he dumps it low from the baseline. Can't get the tip at the top of the crease. Lighting back around Bob. Low wall. Gets to the point. Shot gets hit by a skate way down high. I think that was Cernak got in the way of that one. Big hit from Tampa on the boards. Is that Hedman? No, that was Cernak. 77. Okay. Like I said, Dude, what a job to stick through 3 sticks. And then a big shot that missed the net from Tampa. They are on attack mode. Puck has been in the Florida zone for the opening minute of this. Ooh, tries to leave it back down. Missed connection, but a late turnaround. Marchand tries to go the other way with it, but good job holding up at the blue line. Tampa has it on the high wall. Got a little bit of a holding down low. Can't connect across the middle. Goncalves lining out and right back in. Florida gets a change. Cutting inside. Big chance for a shot, but he doesn't take it from Geeky. How did Point just miss that shot? No one watching this game can believe that backhand just missed. Now, Paul breaking through and getting the pass across is huge. And Gensel whiffs on it. Damn, dude. Point just loses it. He beats Bob by a mile. Throws it wide, and he left it low and threw it wide. Oh, hey, look at that. Marchand's in the box. Go figure. Puck around. in the Florida zone. Panthers get it all the way down to Vasilevsky. Tampa resetting. Here goes Hedman. He leaves it back. Point across the blue line. He leaves it to Gensel, who dumps it deep. Florida's going to get to it first, and they get it out. Let's try that again. Hedman from behind his net, up the low wall. Gensel sends it back. Kucherov coming across the blue line to Gensel. He's going to try and catch Kucherov on the low side. Gets it all the way around. Puck back to the high point. Hedman sends it deep. Panthers doing a good job keeping Tampa on the wall. They finally get it settled down. High dot. Hagel tries to get it in tight. Good sticks. Not sure if he got that back or got the shot on Bob, but Panthers again doing a great job shutting down the middle in front of the right in front of the crease. Stops them in neutral. 45 seconds on the Tampa power play. Again, they need these power plays, man. They looked pretty good at first. Actually, not on the power play. They looked good right before the whistle blew for the penalty. The power play has been a little rough. And you got 7 seconds for the power play. And with 4 minutes gone in the first, we're back to even strength. Puck goes back to Bob. He plays it up the low wall. Into neutral. Puck sent back down towards Florida's way, and it's an icing. Hagel the point. It did get to Bob, and there was nowhere for that puck to go. They still somehow don't count a shot on net for Tampa. Oh, right off the face-off. Florida buries it past Vasilevsky. Ooh. Is that my boy Schmitty? I think that was my boy Schmitty. Yeah. Right. Florida wins the face-off. Reinhardt over to Schmidt, standing at the top of the high circle. And he beats Vasilevsky with... I mean, it was a quick shot, but gets past Hagel and beats Vasilevsky. Let me get the... scoring for the Florida Panthers. Nate Schmidt with an assist from Reinhardt and Barkov. I just realized how high that camera is. We'll bring that down just a hair. Tampa trying to get out of their own zone. Tip it deep, go for a change. Forsling resetting from behind his own net. Up the high wall. And across the blue line. Florida setting up in Tampa zone. Goes off of Vasilevsky. Easy pad save. Panthers keep it in. Send it all the way around. Hedman trying to get it out. And he does under some protest. Tampa trying to get into that low corner, but Florida's being more physical. Another Vasilevsky save off of a low shot from the high dot. Puck underneath goes to the point. Florida controlling in the Tampa zone. Sends it. Ooh, tries to send it around, but does not. Nope. Verhaeghe from the low dot gets stopped short, but Tampa can't get it out. Verhaeghe tries again, misses wide. What's up, Mercs? How you doing, buddy? Tampa from behind their own net. Go up the low wall. They're going to get it deep. No icing. Bob sends it up. Round. Big shot misses wide. Big hit. Who was that? I'm pretty sure that was Nate Schmidt that just got crunched by Lilleberg. Chelsea. I'm doing all right, buddy. Thank you for asking. I'm expecting more physicality out of this game. Oh, what a tip right there. Who was that? Lundell. I don't know who Lundell was trying to make the pass to right there, but it was a great idea to try and go across. Uneventful. But that's all right. It's good to have days that are uneventful from time to time. Puck all the way around to the high wall. It ends up in neutral. Tampa heading down. He's just going to put it on Bobrovsky. And Bobo's going to hold on to it. We're already getting that little bit of chippiness. Not to say it's finally had a good day at work, finally stressed for day. Right on, even home earlier than I've been. Right on, buddy. That's good news. I'm glad today's working out for you. Unfortunately, I do have things I have to do tonight, so I may stream the first period of the Vegas game, but I'm going to be missing most of, if not all of, the Vegas game tonight. I'll have to see how it goes. But I just have too much to do, gotta go places. Gotta go do a bunch of stuff I can't get done in the morning, so. Or I guess I could say, like, going to Costco and shit, refuse to do in the morning. That's probably better. Maybe that's what's making noise. Something keeps clicking. I can't figure out what it is. Maybe it's the feed. Let's see. Gotta keep an eye on whether or not that continues. Like having a fire alarm or a smoke detector going off. So we stay out later. It's time to get up at 4:30 in the morning and start heading out at 6 for okay. The bucket, trucks, cut trees down with my crew. Hey man, like I said, at least you're being a good boss and doing it with your crew. Tampa 2-on-1 heading into the zone, shot on, and Bob fights it off. Puck centered, but it hits way up high, and then a follow-up shot gets stopped out high. Tampa dumps and changes. Tampa changing as well. Cernak setting up from behind Vasilevsky. Puck sent right back in. Cernak gets it out. Tampa struggling with neutral zone a little bit. Florida heading out of their own zone. Gets across red, dumps it deep. Tampa not able to get it out. Goes all the way down. Swing and a miss. These passes aren't connecting for the Lightning. Marchand sends it behind the net. Dude, I'm sitting here ready to call out names, but the blue and white is messing me up with Toronto. I want to keep calling guys Toronto names. Florida gets it deep. Tampa's going to clear it out from the high corner. You got a little bit of a chance here. Nope. Schmidt's too quick. He gets in front of Gord as he was crashing the net. It's 2-on-2 and Florida wins. Tampa comes right back in. That's the thing. Tampa can get in the zone. They're not doing fantastic at setting up. Here they go. They've had a couple of shining moments. Let's see if this will be one of them. Puck to the net. Gets to Bob. Good save. Ooh. Set up potentially. High dot goes high wall. And out. Rough. Florida gets up, big shot, glove save. Ooh, and a couple little extra checks on Rodriguez as he kind of circles around to the top of the net, or the top of the crease. Didn't necessarily come anywhere close to Vasilevsky, but they didn't like him being that close to the net, period. This is turning out to be much closer to what I expected in game one, but Tampa still needs to figure it out. They need to start hitting like they, I don't know, like their season's on the line or something. I know they can be more physical than this. It's one of those questions of will they be. Tell you what, let's see where we're at stats-wise. 4 hits apiece. Again, I got to figure out what they actually qualify as hits, because I just don't believe there's only been 8 hits in the 10 minutes of hockey that I just watched. Two block shots each. Tampa has 4 giveaways already. Rough. But shots are 5-4 Florida. 1-0 Florida. With 9:58 to go in the first. So a lot of excitement. Only 1 goal. And it's my boy Schmidt, just right off the face-off. Again, Vasilevsky wishes he can have that one back, because it was from the top of the high circle. Nobody in front of him. He should have seen it the entire way, but he just wasn't ready. I mean, Schmidt got that shot off fast. It's a good shot, but he just, I don't know. He was still trying to wake up as that puck came in, and it just burnt right by him. Oh, a bunch of stats just changed. So shots are 5 apiece. Okay. We're getting close to the start of the Montreal-Ottawa game, so that'll be a little bit better for commercial breaks, and we'll hang out during intermission of this one. Florida's going to end up taking the face-off down to the low corner. Just crunched into the wall, but stays in there. Dude, Reinhardt's a little tough shithead. Offsides. There you go. Cernak headed up. Gets it deep. Hagel. Big hit down low. Couple big hits down low, but Florida's going to end up with it. I said Tampa's had their moments, but they're having struggles getting into the zone. Like, you see when they're dumping and changing, and then you see when they're trying to attack, and they get in, and immediately Florida's just ripping it away from them. Florida gets it deep, Vasilevsky to play it. Tampa is going to get it out. And Paul takes a hit as he tries to play it. Florida is going to go back the other way across the red line into the zone. Tkachuk shoots. Glove save. Vasilevsky. And the typical bullshit at the end. Let's start turning it into like quality, just bone crunching hits that are clean. Instead of waiting for the whistle to blow and then everybody getting shitty, let's get some real stuff going. Now, granted, Bennett walking up like that, and then Tkachuk doing a little shove as he goes by. Little shoulder check as he goes by that gets mad when he gets pushed. Gotta love it. Typical hockey. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what. Relax. Let my back relax a little bit here. Dude, Tkachuk dancing back and forth one-on-one against Vasilevsky and getting him 5-hole. That was just abuse. On the power play, just absolute abuse from Matthew Tkachuk. So postseason, Lightning have 9 wins to Florida's 7, 53 goals to Florida's 46, 29% power play to Florida's 26, and 75% penalty kill to Florida's 71. So on paper, Tampa looks fantastic. And Tampa immediately ices it off of the face-off. They got to start getting set up, man. Ooh. All right. Tampa, able to get in. Hagel gets checked in the back hard. Cernak trying to throw it deep. It ends up hitting sticks and going up to the high wall. Florida's going the other way. Tampa will take it. Dude, I could definitely see it happening. Tampa just looks like trash right now. Yeah, your favorite team? Like, I got a lot of respect for a lot of the players on Tampa, but they just do not look good. They've had a couple moments of shining when they were when they do get set up in Florida zone, But that's happened a couple times. I mean, Tampa's passing is off. And honestly, Florida's doing a fantastic job in their own zone. Just make it, number one goal, get the puck out. Plus, they're starting to crunch some bodies. You can turn around, yeah. Said they have a chance. If Tampa can stay out of the box, they have a chance. So far, so good. Oh, a big tip out front just goes high. What's that? It's Chaffee. Just a one-handed tip out front. Great opportunity. Doesn't pull it off. Shame. Boston trying to swat it down. They can't. Boston. Jesus. Florida. Maybe tonight's a good thing. That way my brain can actually rest a little bit. Lightning gets stopped out high. That's Marchand with a good stick to shut down Paul's shot from the top of the low circle. Tampa heading back the other way. Paul trying to get deep in the low corner. Couple of good hits, but Florida gets it out. Oh, a good little between the leg from Kachuk. I can't see who that is. I don't know if that's for Hagee or... Nope. Balinskis. Yeah, Florida just needs to keep doing the same thing they're doing. I mean, keep pissing off Tampa. Keep winning through neutral. Even if Florida's not getting the best opportunities in Tampa zone. Keep forcing Tampa to ice it. Like I said, Florida's doing a good job stopping everything at the blue line, so the option is basically dump and chase. But they're doing it right to where they're staggering the line, and whichever side they don't go, everybody else starts heading back, starts retreating. So you build the wall on the side they're attacking. And then start heading back to the corner because it's one of those where if you leave them one option, then they can only do one thing. You know what I mean? And so just force them to do that one thing, play the puck as it comes around and out, and just you're right back down the other way. So on the rare occasion, Tampa's getting in and getting a couple of good passes, but Florida's on top of them. They're shutting down space very quickly. On the opposite side, like in Tampa's zone, Florida's creating space very quickly. Both sides doing a good job of getting in the way, not necessarily blocking shots, but getting in the way. The one exception is Schmidt's goal. Who was it? I know who it was. I want to say it was Hagel who went out to challenge him, but kind of pushed out on blocking the shot. Don't blame him. But Vasilevsky missing that block is just insane. It's like watching that video of Justin Rose shanking it. Reinhardt to Forsling down the low wall. Barkov gets it up top. Big shot, misses the net. Tampa heading out. Right up the gut. Leaving it. Low wall, Chernak. And a save, Bobrovsky, as the puck hits him right in the crest. Bob's made a couple of really good saves. The rest have been basically that soft pass, soft pucks on the ice. He can kick away. Little floaters hitting him in the chest. Oh, that's right. Let me get the other game up. My bad. Florida wins the face-off in their own zone, gets it to neutral. Tampa has to wait to clear, but they get it deep. Ooh, a little bit of a pick there. Good pressure. Tampa, Chaffee putting a lot of pressure in the high wall on Florida to separate the puck, but Panthers still come away with it. Lightning getting up and out. Geeky gets it deep. A little bit of chaos at the Tampa blue line, but Lightning get it all the way down. They break in up at the high point. Big shot. Nobody set up. Luckily, puck comes around to the low point. Trying to force the puck through a bunch of bodies. However, they do make better doors than windows. Ooh, loose puck out front. Nobody for Tampa can get there. Oh, you already have chaos in Ottawa. Of course, Brady Kachuk's at the center of it. Take a break from Tampa here and see what happened. We got Grieg and Nyes getting into it at the box. Or at the bench. And then Kachuk puts a pretty good hit on Tanev right at the opening. And I guess Toronto didn't like that very much. Ooh, Florida just doing everything to beat Tampa right now. That was a trip, but I think that was his own guy that just tripped Geeky. Toronto trying to get in and offsides. Bro, Tampa is struggling so hard right now. Only got a minute 40 left to go in the first period, but they get into the zone. Get it up into the high corner. Ooh, controlling under the net to the low point. Don't shoot it. Pass it. Don't shoot it. Pass it. And he goes for the shot and goes right in the skates. And Tampa sends it out on themselves. .60 seconds to go in the first period. Florida into their own zone. They'll get it out through neutral, battling. Florida just hanging on to it, but Tampa finally gets it going back the other way. And they'll get it deep into the high corner. So Forsling battling with Gergensen. Oh, we do get a penalty. We're going to get a penalty on Forsling for a hook. And Florida looks like they're already about to explode. Ugh. Oh, it's a holding the stick, and it absolutely was. Forsling's trying to argue. But he absolutely just pinches, like, to the point where dude skated away And Forsling didn't know he dropped the stick and skated away. He was still sitting there pinching it. It's kind of hard to argue when you see that. Hedman takes the shot. Tampa controlling in the Florida zone up to the point. High circle. Point looking, battling. Finally does. Point's going to get it onto the high dot. Gensel sends it around to the low wall. Kucherov sends it into Cirelli. But off of a bunch of sticks. Barkov with the good defense there. Hedman, top of the high circle. Point shoots. Bobrovsky makes the save. And we are out of the first period in this one. Okay. I gotta figure out what the hell's making that noise. Hang on a sec here before we get set in Ottawa. Just over 3 minutes gone. Okay, yeah. I'm hearing a random noise. I don't know what the noise is. Riley taking a moment but behind his own net. Puck goes across neutral. Domi gets hit and loses it. Ottawa, other way. What the hell is that? That's what it is. Okay, got it. I mean, Pergeron smacked Stolarz in the face with his stick, so I'd be pretty upset about that too. Four-on-four hockey for 2 minutes, 16:21 left to go in the first. Let's see. Shots are 2-1 Ottawa. Matthews wins the face-off. McCabe and Tanev play a little catch, but Tanev falls over. Guys, get away from there. Jeez. Matthews cutting up. Leaves it to McCabe on the low point all the way across. Riley into the center. Just a little off. Backhand. Does not connect with all the bodies in front. Another wraparound chance. And Matthews loses the puck. Riley storming in. That was a good job on him. Just racing up to keep the odd man rush out. Ottawa, Jensen dancing. Ends up hitting skates. Reset Ottawa from behind their own zone. Across the red. Big shot. Big rebound. We got a high stick. We're going 4-on-3 for 43 seconds. It could have been a hook without him flopping like a fish. That's the part that gets me. Ottawa controlling in the Toronto zone. 4-on-3. And they forgot to start the power play timer. Which is exactly why I don't have a timer for the period or the power plays or anything, because I would forget to hit the button. There you go. It was still on 43 seconds of a Toronto power play when there's really 32 seconds of an Ottawa 4-on-3. So it's the attention to detail that really brings me back here. You know what I mean? Ottawa into the zone. Back around up to the low wall. Sent back underneath. Toronto ends up with it and they sling it back. Batherson sends it up. Ottawa on the high dot, looking, delays. Oh, wide open shot and a great stick. Who was that? That's offsides, but that was Benoit making a great play. No, it wasn't. Damn, see, I knew it. As soon as I saw him, I was like, I don't think Benoit's the one that actually touched it. It was Marner. All right, minute 8 on the power play for Ottawa. Toronto wins the face-off, sends it mostly all the way down. Ottawa from their own zone. Batherson in, breaks through cleanly, gets to go right up the gut. Shot goes off the glass and comes back out front. Pure luck that doesn't get a great rebound opportunity for Ottawa. Shot from the high dot. Puck all the way around to the high point, low point. Batherson goes all the way down and around. Perron gets it to the high point. Looking shot. No go. And puck's going out. 15 seconds to go on a power play for Ottawa. 13 and a quarter to go in the first period. Benoit gets it up the middle of the ice. Nice. Cross the red. Holds up. Sends it back. Coming down the high wall. Struggling to get across neutral. Ottawa in. Ooh, Cousins just got trying to lean on Carlo, and he wasn't there. Ottawa gets the puck in neutral. It's reset again. No icing. Okay, I didn't know if they gave him the line or not. Puck headed back the other way for Ottawa. Up the high wall. That's a swing and a miss. That'll go for icing. No icing. Okay. I didn't think he touched it, but obviously he did. Dude, Leafs had. I thought the Lightning had zero control past neutral zone, but the Leafs are like, oof. Great defensive plays coming from Toronto, but zero offensive plays. And I am not sure how Brady Tkachuk is not in the box right now. See, Charles Barkley got the Oilers winning it all against the Leafs. Yeah, and that's why you don't listen to certain people about certain things. You know what I mean? If Charles Barkley tells me where the best cheesecake is at, I will take his word for it. When it comes to hockey, shut the fuck up. Cousins takes it down low for Ottawa. Um, I'm thinking Winnipeg, Washington, with Washington winning it. But Winnipeg, I think Winnipeg will beat St. Louis. They have, Colorado or Dallas. I would take Winnipeg, but then there's like a big chance that the Jets burn out. So it's possible. Like, I'm totally accepting I could be wrong. Like, I think it's going to be LA Kings versus the Winnipeg Jets for the West. And honestly, either team could win that from what I'm seeing. Like, LA may end up being the team to beat. And then I see it being it's funny. I actually picked Washington and Tampa out of the East. But I'm starting to think that from what I'm seeing with Carolina against New Jersey, Carolina has some chances. You're going to Chicago in 2 weeks, going up north for the first time in your life. Nah, you didn't tell me that, dude. That's so. Do you get fitted for the bulletproof vest when you land, or is it one of those where they can get your measurements where you're at and then you just send it to the guy? Like, and you got your no show deep conceal holster, right? So that it backs up the normal pew pew. Keep the ankle strap on you. If you can shove a knife up your ass, that's probably a good idea. Typical Chicago things. Just wants you to be safe. You have a ship from here. Good, good. It's more. I mean, it's more reliable because you're gonna get it. Sometimes they get the measurements wrong, so just be prepared to breathe a little shallow. And you know what, Price, man? I wish I was joking more than I was. 10.5 to go in Ottawa. Face off to the left of Stellars. Leafs win it, and they get it all the way back. Man, wanted to go to a Chicago hockey game. Would have been sick. Yeah, that actually would be pretty sick. Yeah, just by a little bit. But yeah, hockey games are cool. No matter, like, it's nice when you can go see two really good teams play a really good game. But any hockey game anywhere is a ton of fun. Just like most sports, man. Where, like, even if you watch them often on TV or not, going to them is a little bit different. And Leafs just get an icing, so that's going to go back in front of Stellars. Oh, wait. Oh, I never dropped the timer, huh? Okay, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Timer, timer, timer. We'll put this over here. So, intermission timer for the Florida Tampa game. That's yeah, we're sorry. I definitely got distracted while I was waiting for the face off. Um that's one of those things, like, if you ever get to come out to Vegas and you happen to do it during hockey season, forget Cirque du Soleil. Check to see if there's a Golden Knights game. But you got to make sure that you're in your seats when the countdown hits 0, so you get the pre-show, you get the national anthem, the sirens, the helmet dropping, all of that. Ottawa with the second shot after a tip away on the high dot. Big hit from Batherson on Carlo. Ottawa ends up with it. Big save. Stolars. The Leafs look bad, bad. Like, granted, they're in Ottawa now. I get it. But this is like, I mean, shout out to Ottawa, because who is this team that decided to show up? But, like, Toronto, guys, game started at like 10 after 4. It's 4:30. Where you at? Something I'm sure I'll be saying about the Golden Knights tonight. Unfortunately, I will not. Like, I may stream the first period. I haven't decided yet. But I'm not going to be here for the games tonight. Too much to do. I'm out of food. I went as long as I could with my beef and chicken. I'm out of food. Uh, uh, I want to get up and stretch and move around again, but I can't talk myself into it. We are getting ready to come back to face off in Tampa. I didn't realize I only had the timer on for about 3 minutes because I'm a jackass. Dude, 8:50 to go in the first in Ottawa. Shots are 5-1 Senators. No finer example of goaltending saving your ass than Stolars right now. Because this game could easily be 3-0 already. Just off those 5 shots. Another save for Stolars, kicking it up to the high corner. And the Leafs barely get it out. McCabe up the low wall. He throws it across the ice. That's going to be an icing. Dude, yeah, that game's just getting hard to watch because Toronto can't do shit. Hits are 19-13 Florida, so staying a little bit closer. High danger chances are 3-1 for Tampa. However, that one is the only one that mattered, and it's the one that went in. Hang on, it's hot as shit in here. Give me a sec. Ooh. Ooh. Hedman leaves it back. Minute 10 on the power play left over from the first period. Kucherov gets it to Hagel, who sends it deep. Bob stops it. Florida is going to send it right on out. Hedman back to collect. And the Leafs actually got a shot on net. Kucherov breaks across neutral. Into the Florida zone. Hedman. Gensel throws it to the baseline. Kucherov to Gensel. Hedman. Back to Kucherov. He's up at the high point. Back to Hedman at the low point. Back to Kucherov. He shoots. Hits Hagel out front. Point. Gensel behind the net. Sends it all the way up to Kucherov. Back to Hedman. Down low. Good job. What a stick by Florida, though. Tampa opened everything up exactly how they wanted, but a good last-minute stick on the Florida side just kept a wide empty shot, or wide open net from just getting buried, dude. Like, that was a great defensive play. Another big shot hits a body out front, doesn't make it through to Bobrovsky. And Florida's going to ice it as we go back to even strength. 7 minutes to go in Ottawa. Oh, it didn't even hit a stick. Point put it up in the air, and it was a swing and a miss. Dude, Leafs hard across the crease, and Ottawa does not like it. Domi's just standing on the sideline collecting numbers. Hagel gets it to Cernak. Is that? All right, good little bit of pressure from the Leafs. Moments ago, the shots were 6-1 Ottawa, now at 6-4 with 6:47 to go in the first. Florida wins the face-off in their own zone, and they are headed the other way. Bennett on the low board sends it back around behind the net. Tampa's able to get it out front. Point, spinning, leaving. Across the center, good pass, but ooh. Gensel just ran his own head into the corner of the net. Like, what the hell was that? He didn't know it was there. He spun around and went face first right into the corner of the crossbar in the post. All right, that puck is tipped up and out of play. Let's see if we get a replay of that, because it didn't look like it felt good. Yeah, that was just great passing to set up Tampa headed the other way. Nope, no replay. That was funny as shit, though. I said he spun around. As he spun around, he fell and just... Tampa wins the face-off, sends it out. And icing. I 100% understand why they changed the icing rule. But man, was it fun watching two dudes go hard at the boards and just beat the ever-loving shit out of each other. Dude, it was amazing to watch. Florida gets it to the point in the Tampa zone, but deflected. Tampa dumps it deep. They chase it. Man, they cannot control the puck. Marchand's going to get it deep in the Tampa zone. All the way around, and no icing. Jones beats it back. Geeky, a step too slow. Florida, across the red. Or sorry, vice versa. Geeky was faster than, oh boy, whoever I said. So, not a huge opportunity to score there, but that was a big stop on Jones up tight. Oh, he wasn't as uptight as I thought he was, and it wasn't also a big stop. Oh boy, whiffed on the puck. Jones having a blade issue. Lightning win the faceoff up the low boards. They're able to tip it in. Tampa at least putting up a battle for the puck this time. That's something different to see. All the way around. High point sent back down. High point sent back down. Just out of the reach, man. The Lightning just cannot connect. Took the under 4.5 in Toronto. Probably not a bad idea. I'll win some game for the boys' words. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the second period because the Leafs look terrible. Just like the Lightning look terrible. And it's not, the Lightning just can't pass the puck. The Leafs just all around look bad. Tampa cannot get the puck through, dude. I mean, they have 9 shots on net, but they've got to have 30 attempts already. And it's not blocked shots. It's guys that are just creating traffic up front, and then all of a sudden they get hit. Ooh, Leafs finally had a moment of clarity, but that could have, I mean, that probably would have been goalie interference if there was a follow-up after that tip stop. Toronto has a moment of shimmer right now. And it's gone. Meanwhile, Florida just, as soon as that puck crosses into their zone, they do what they want with it. And you do what they want. You do what they want with it. Yeah, so might have gotten away with it if it's tipped in right there. But otherwise, that was goalie interference on any rebound. Tampa? Oh, no. Yeah, Tampa looks bad. They're at least doing enough to have a couple stats on paper that look favorable to them. But that's the first time they've set up in Florida's zone this period, basically. And we're more than 6.5 minutes in. 6.5 minutes in. Oh, big hit on Matthew Tkachuk down low. Big shot, rebound comes out, but Bobrovsky makes the glove save on the shot from the middle of the high point. Tampa actually setting up. Look at them go. And then the shot from the point, that is a complete waste of time. And it looks like we got a delayed penalty on Tampa. Slashing. Was it Kucherov? Is that why they just showed him? No, it's Gensel. Dude, I thought I slept last night. Apparently not. 3:30 go in the first in Ottawa. Leafs able to keep it in. They've been in attack mode for a minute here. Complete shift from what they were looking like. Big shot hits bodies out front. That's been the best minute of Leafs time this game. I can't stop yawning, man. I don't know why they just played that replay in like high speed. There's nothing to show. Leafs win the face-off. All the way down. Ottawa play it right back out. Ooh, quick turn up on the wall. Danson gets it towards the middle. Stolarz kicks it out wide. Shot from the low point again. I think it actually hit bodies up front, but it might have been Stolarz making another good save. Big hit. Big hit. Oh! It was a big hit. But the reverse hit won the battle on that one. Ottawa just buried out. Holy shit, that was a big one. It was Lorentz. Lorentz went for the hit, and I don't know who stepped into him. But Lorentz went for the hit in the back, and dude just lowered the shoulder on him. All right, 20 seconds gone in the Florida power play. Reinhart dumps it deep. Vasilevsky to play it. He goes low wall and chucks it out of play. Did it touch something? Oh, tell me we're not going 5-on-3 in Tampa right now. Meanwhile, under 90 seconds to go in Ottawa. It did hit something. No delay game in Tampa. Ooh, what we got? We got a fight going on. Kachuk's getting a penalty. And he is obviously not happy because he cries. That's what he does. That was Clevin and Lorentz. And Clevin just does the reverse hits on Lorentz and destroys him. I mean, yeah, the guy whipped his head back like he just got his nose broke, but Kachuk just elbowed a dude. What are you crying about, bro? Meanwhile, Florida getting set up. 45 seconds left on their power play. Verhaeghe gets it deep right up close, and Bennett gets stopped by Stolarz. Marchand up to the low point. Schmitty fakes the shot, throws it, and it's gloved by Vasilevsky. That quick release from Nate Schmidt is something else. It definitely, I still think Vasilevsky should have had that first shot, but it makes sense as to how Schmidt beat him. Because, right there, woof. Just such a quick release. 45 seconds gone on the Toronto power play. High dot. Toronto. Down low. Baseline. Trying to go center. It goes all the way through. 20 seconds to go in the first period in Ottawa. Under a minute on the Leafs power play. Meanwhile, Florida on their power play, Bennett gets a shot and stopped by Stolarz. 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. And we get a cross-checking penalty. Is that seriously on the Maple Leafs? And nothing's going towards Ottawa? What just happened? Cernak and Verhaeghe going at it. Shabbat's doing the same thing to him. Wow. Oh, now we got like a fight happening between Florida and Tampa. This is what I've been waiting for. But Shabbat cross-checked the hell out of Nyes as Nyes was cross-checking whoever else the Ottawa player was. And they only called Nyes for the cross-check. Hagel wants to fight. We got 2 minutes for boarding, 2 minutes for roughing. That clearly. That was a bullshit hit by Verhaeghe. No wonder Chernak's right there ready to go. And then it ends up being a fight afterwards. So, dude, I was looking. Oh, Demi. Tampa looks like trash. The Toronto Maple Leafs started figuring it out about 4 minutes to go in the first period, but the Lightning looked like garbage. And then right there, the Lightning, okay, they do end up on a power play. I didn't realize what was going on, but Tampa Bay does end up with a power play after getting boarded. That was a bullshit hit by Verhaeghe. But the Ottawa Leafs game has been kind of a drag to watch because Toronto is just, like I said, the last couple minutes they figured it out, but for most of that first period, it was horrible, man. Just got no other words for it. Just horrible. And then the Lightning can't hit a pass. Like, it amazes me they have 10 shots on net, but 8 of them, like, kind of slowly crept its way to the net. And I guess technically Bob saved it. And then there's 3 that were actually decent saves. But it's getting real chippy in the Florida-Tampa game. Verhaeghe just made a bullshit hit that was clearly boarding, and it just riled up everybody. So, I mean, the third period between these two should be insane. Got over 1.5 this period. Doesn't seem like a good one now. Yeah, that's kind of that's rough. Yeah, neither side is having spectacular scoring opportunities. The one goal that went in for Florida, it was a win off a face-off, pass across the point, and Nate Schmidt shot it from the top of the high circle. Nobody between him and Vasilevsky just missed it. Like Schmitty has a real fast release on his wristers, and he just surprised Vasilevsky. But that's the only goal we've had. Everything else hasn't been the greatest opportunity. There we go. Geeky trying to get it down low. He does. But, Florida only gets it to the point. And there it is. They get it out. Offsides, Tampa. So, yeah, buddy. The games have not been fantastic. Unfortunately, I will not be here later tonight. I was considering streaming the first period of the Knights game, but I have too much to do and then got to go to Costco, so I will not be here for the games tonight. Which is a bummer. We've had a really good streak being on for every game, but life happens, so is what it is. I actually got to think about what I need when I get there. Do want to get lettuce. I'll do lettuce. I gotta try and stay awake here, man. I don't know what it is, but I am dragging ass on a level that that's the one good thing about missing a couple of games is probably okay because my brain just needs a little bit of a break. It's been a while since I missed a Knights game. And I think I missed 5 this season, something like that. Maybe 6. But it's all good. I said, it's a bummer, but it's all good. Life happens. Ooh. Both games being on a commercial break. We'll be on for the games tomorrow. Yes, sir. 100% I will be here for the games tomorrow. And I plan on getting everything I need for a couple of weeks. But yeah, we got the Caps and the Canadians at 4, Hurricanes and the Devils at 5, and the Kings and the Oilers at 7. I will be here at 4 p.m., sir. Ooh. Shot from Tampa from the point goes wide. 8:30 to go in the second period. Shots are 11-10 Florida, and it's been a moment since we've had a good opportunity at the net. Started the period, Tampa had 3 high danger chances to Florida's 1 so far. There hasn't even been, forget high danger. There hasn't been a danger moment. 4 shots on goal this period between both teams. Yeah. Bet it's good. Yeah, bro. I'm saying, Demi. Dude. Like, wait. 5 shots now. So there's hope. I'm kidding. There's no hope. It's funny at the light. Oh, I guess it's just outside. That makes more sense. It's like they're having a watch party for the away team, but it's Miami and Tampa. Dude, Bob Roski is just locking everything down. Again, granted, there ain't much coming his way, so it's kind of like Bob Roski. Imagine you got a dog that can't walk, and your job is to keep him from playing fetch. Not the most difficult job in the world. That's what Bob Roski's up to this game. Tampa gets the puck down to the low corner. Big hit. That's Marchand and I can't tell who was. I gotta know who that was. Oh, Gergeson just misses the net by a mile and a freaking half. Good job, buddy. It was Lilleberg 70. Oh, Florida. Tampa with a great stick. Domi from the high dot, and a stick gets in the way, goes up out of play. Hedman with a great stick. He's reading pass the whole way, and as soon as that pass comes, he's got a stick on it. I mean, Marchman never even looked. He wasn't going anywhere except to Lindell. Like, it was a great read by Hedman, but there was at no point did Marchand show shot. Keep forgetting that I'm out of water. Florida gets it all the way down. Tampa's getting it out, though. Not far. All right up the gut. Point, throws it deep. Bennett gets it right out. Puts it on Vasilevsky. No icing. Just over 6.5 to go in the second. In Tampa, Lightning not looking great on the home ice. Oh, at least he got lucky that wasn't icing. Florida got lucky that pass wasn't on point. Uh-oh, Florida sweeping in. Big shot. The rebound gets stuffed. That was Bennett trying to stuff it in tight on the rebound. Hagel all the way around gets a shot on, but not a good one. Okay, I couldn't figure out. Tampa finally got a shot on net again, and the puck disappeared. I guess it went up into the air. Out of play. Commercial break. I'm getting water. I'll be back in a second. No, like I said, I guess I saw a replay of a different game. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's. Oh yeah, that was the other one. I mean the Oregon was remember which game it was. Yeah, but it was that I mean that is the numbers into the boards. It was this game because it was right at the end of Florida's power play. So there was like 6 seconds of 4-on-4, and then Tampa had the power play. All right. Just a conversation real quick. All right, looks like we're starting to get back for Maple Leaf Senators. But in Florida, we got 5 to go in the second. Shots are 13-12 Panthers. Florida leading 1-0. Tampa getting a couple chances to set up and get some stuff on net, but I mean they've got a couple, but man, the struggle is real. Paul kicks it back up high, over to the high wall, thrown down low, puck loose out front. Oh, somebody throw it to the net, will ya? Lilleberg went for the pass. He had a pretty straight shot. Big hit by Point. Like on Samoskevich. Samoskevich up, though, with Bennett all the way across. Good stick. Breaks that up. That was Kachuk diving in. Oof. Puck down low in the Tampa zone. Lightning finally get it out. But there ain't shit they can do right now, dude. Leafs are just... oh, that's a trip. So now Ottawa is... with a minute 15 to go on the power play. What a dumbass decision by Nylander to send the Senators on a 5-on-3. Made a great move. And then, he got beat and leans over and goes knee to knee. That was a dumbass decision. Slam the door all you want, buddy. That's on you. 5-on-3 for Ottawa for a minute 15. Meanwhile, 2:45 to go in Tampa in the second period. Tampa just still not doing anything. Big backhand from Florida, and Stellar swallows it up. Ottawa controlling, just looking for something. Looking for the opening. Big shot goes off Stellars. And Toronto clears, resetting. Ottawa cross neutral into the zone. High point. Low point. Leaving it, cycling across the top of the circles. Throw it down low, a tip, and a score for Brady Tkachuk. At least I think Brady tipped it. That's on you, Neil. Oh, whoops. Yep, nope, that's right. That's on you, Nylander. Let's see if I got tipped. I can't tell from that. Yes. That's Brady Tkachuk with the goal. Oh, Tampa comes in. Driving in with a great opportunity, but Bobrovsky just building a wall at the goal line. And then the puck comes back and goes off of Simskevich. That could have been bad. Yeah, Point tried to go past the ear stick side, but didn't get it high enough. Bob's kept his shoulders up. Ooh, Ottawa almost scores again on their power play remaining after the 5-on-3. Up high, low dot, big shot goes off a skate. And we got a broken stick for the Leafs. Uh-oh. 5-on-3 and a third. Ooh, good sticks, and Leafs are able to get out of that one. 5-on-3 plus a extended 5-on-4. Leafs only give up one. That's actually pretty big, but Nylander's going to be thinking about that one for a while. Meanwhile, Tampa deep into the Florida zone. Florida's doing a good job of slacking off a lot of hits. And we got Brady Tkachuk getting separated from somebody else. Tampa, please score. Make this a game. Oh, we got some punches being thrown, it looks like, between who's that? Balinskis and Kucherov. Or no, it's Kucherov and Marchand. And Balinskis was going off. Balinskis was going off with Gensel. How's Gensel the only one to go to the box right there? I don't. That's bullshit. That shouldn't have been one-sided. Dude, Stolarz again showing why this game's not 8-0. But like, dude went after Gensel or went after Point, cross-checked Point. So he went and cross-checked him. They go at it, and Gensel's the only one to go. I don't understand that. I really don't. $49.7 to go in the period. 2 minutes on the Florida BS power play. Meanwhile, Leafs making their way in, and Ottawa immediately takes it back. "20 seconds. Kachuk from his own zone. Reinhart leads it back as he crosses neutral. Samoskevich resets. And dumped in from neutral line. 2, 1. Intermission. And of course, they're going at it as intermission hits. We all knew that would happen. Ottawa storming back the other way. Ooh, Ottawa's trying to get cheeky now. Good job by Matt Kachuk starting shit and then acting like he's too good to engage in it. That's kind of what he does. All right. 13:50 to go in the second period. Shots are 14-7 Ottawa. Senators controlling like they have all game. Good stick sends the puck back the other way. Dude, this is just kind of, like I said, this has been kind of boring because Ottawa has controlled, but hasn't, has only produced the one goal. Stolarz has been very good, but it really hasn't. I'll say, plus the Leafs have been terrible all game. Shot goes high over the Ottawa net. Puck back behind Stolarz. Leafs get up. Across the red. Domi into the zone on the low circle. One and done. Again. Ottawa going back the other way. Trying to make the pass, but it escaped. Good idea. Not on the execution. Matthews coming in trying to make a move. Oh, that's not Matthews. That's 74 or 34? Thought it was 34, but I don't think that was Matthews. It is not. It's 74. Mobby. So 12:18 to go in